This year marks the 40th anniversary of the annual Heritage Festival at Edmonton's Hawrelak Park. 62 pavilions representing over 85 cultures will be part of this exciting celebration, including the Aboriginal Pavilion, which will also feature, I hear, Mumford and Miseris from CFWE's Heartbeat of Nations. Joining us on the show this afternoon is Executive Director of the festival, Mr. Jack Little. Jack, let's run down the weekend's events, which begin Saturday at noon.
Yes, it all starts on the 1st and finishes 3 days later. The Heritage Long Weekend, August 1, 2, 3. And because it's our 40th anniversary, we are planning some special things. Right off the top, 38 of our countries will be offering 40% discounts on certain food items at certain times of the day. And then on our infield, we're having, because it is the 40th, we're having a history tent put up with all the pictures for the past 40 years, and will also be staffed by some people who go back that far. For example, the Sorensens have been volunteering with us for 40 consecutive years, which is quite amazing. And then we've also, we have a huge kids corner, and we're expanding that by putting in a special science center for young people. Hopefully they don't blow themselves up. And then there's going to be a rest area for seniors, and coming back by popular demand will be a pavilion for new mums. And then in the amphitheater, we're having 3 special free shows on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. And you can just check our Facebook and find out exactly what times they are. But it's pretty eventful. There's going to be 61 individual pavilions, and they represent about 84, 85 countries. And what I mean by that is some of the countries, for example, Scandinavia, there's 5 countries, but they share one pavilion. And we're also really proud of the fact that the Heritage Festival is green. Every knife, fork, spoon, cup, and plate is not only biodegradable, it's compostable. We have 2 huge bicycle compounds, which are supervised by the AMA. And, of course, we're the single largest customer for for Edmonton's Park and Ride.
Jack, let's go back 40 years. What was the original idea for the Heritage Festival, and how has it grown over the years?
Well, there was originally 11 countries that got together in Fort Edmonton Park for a few hours to do cooking and a little bit of dance, and that was about it. As the time went by, it grew and grew to a point about 12, 14 years ago. There was over 40 pavilions, but then Hawrelak Park was at its capacity because there wasn't any facility such as electrical and plumbing. So we then coordinated putting in 14 more sites so we could make it bigger. So now there's room for about 61, 62 pavilions. It just grew exactly that way. And one of the reasons it grew was that more and more people are coming to Edmonton. They're coming from various countries, and they've been here a few years, and they have enough people from that country who decide they want to show off their heritage and their cuisine. So they get together, and they have to be a nonprofit organization with all the money being poured back into the city. And that's the way the whole thing expanded to a point now where it can't get any bigger physically because Hawrelak Park can't hold any more.
Jack Little from the Heritage Festival, which kicks off Saturday at noon in Edmonton down at Hawrelak Park. Jack, appreciate you coming on the show this afternoon.
All the best, my friend.